सन्यासिना प्रोक्ता इतरे वेशधारिणः गुरो कृपा प्रसादेन आत्मरामं निरीक्षयेत् अनेन गुरुमार्गेण स्वात्मज्ञानं वर्तते अब्रह्मस्तम्भपर्यन्तं परमात्मा स्वरूपकं स्थावरं जङ्गमं चैव प्राणामापि जगन् वन्देऽहं सच्चिदानन्दं वेदातीतं सदा गुरुं नित्यं पूर्णं निराकारं निर्गुणं स्वात्मसंस्थितम् परात् परतरं ध्येयं नित्यमानन्दकारकं हृदयाकाशमध्यस्थं शुद्धस्फटिकतत्त्वम् स्फटिका प्रतिभारूपं दृश्यते दर्पणो यथा ततन्यापि चिदाकारा मानन्दं सोऽहमित्युता अङ्गुष्ठमात्रपुरुषं ध्यायतश्चिन्मयं हृदि तत्र स्फुरति भावोऽयं तनूतं कथयाम्यहम् अगोचरं तथा गम्यं नामरूपा विवर्जितं निःशब्द तद्विजानीयात् स्वभावं ब्रह्मपार्वती यथा गन्धा स्वभावेन कर्पूरकुसुमादिषु शीतोष्णादिस्वभावेन तथा ब्रह्मा च शाश्वतम् स्वयं तथा विरो भूत्वा स्थातव्यं यत्र कुत्रचित् गीता भ्रमरवत् तत्र ध्यानं भवति तादृशम् गुरुध्यानं तथा कृत्वा स्वयं ब्रह्मामयो भवेत् पिण्डे पदे तथा रूपे मुक्तोऽसौ नात्र संशयः स्वयं सर्वामयो भूत्वा परं तत्त्वं विलोकयेत् परात् परतरं नान्यात् सर्वमेतन्निरालयम् तस्यावलोकनं प्राप्य सर्वसङ्गाविवर्जितम् एका
Good morning and welcome to our seminar this morning. So once again, we enter into the awareness of awareness. And this morning, as we open that space of the awareness, we'll do the mantra Shivoham. 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 I am Shiva. I am Shiva. Opening that space of the awareness in the body. Shivoham. At the base of the spine. Shivoham. As we extend up the spine. The mantra enlivening the body. Shivoham. At the back of the neck, the top of the head, down the front of the body. Shivoham. I am Shiva. I am Shiva. Awakening that which is already there. Down into the heart. Shivoham. Down into the belly, into the lower body. Shivoham, Shivoham. I am Shiva. And now, as we sense the mantra, we begin to feel its vibration. The vibration of Shivoham. And we enter into that vibration. And once again, we extend it through the body. Extending it up, extending it down. Awakening that which is already there. We extend it to the field around us, above the body, below the body, in all the directions. And sensing the subtle vibration of the mantra in the field around us. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. We extend to the person to the right, to the left, across the room. We extend to the people zooming in this morning as they extend here. Again, feeling the resonance of the mantra, Shivoham, in the mix of the group. Shivoham, I am Shiva. Pulling that energy into the top of the head, down through the forehead, through the face, through the throat, down into the heart, down into the belly, into the lower body. We enter into the Shiva consciousness this morning. Extending that energy from the back of the head into the forehead, the back of the head into the heart, and the back of the head into the belly. Shivoham. Opening in the heart, just a bit more. As the mantra, as light becomes and awakens that light within us. So feeling that experience of the light throughout your whole body. So we extend also to our generational field, that field of the ancestors, the family, the friends. To all our teachers. And particularly this morning we'll extend to Swami Muktananda, our root teacher, homage from this particular tradition will also extend to all our Buddhist teachers. As well as Dr. Yen Shin. Feeling that resonance with them. We extend also to all our traditions of which we participate. And to the great archetypes of all the traditions. So particularly this morning we extend to Shiva, Shakti, the power of the great void. So Shiva is the ultimate reality of Hinduism and Shaivism. And tonight, all over India, Shivaratri will be celebrated. Shivaratri is the Night of Shiva. And this night is considered to be the most auspicious and holiest night of the year. And this past week we've been seeing the moon, that kind of just the sliver of a moon. That's called the Shiva moon. So if you see that tonight. So today, in remembering Shivaratri, we'll focus on this great archetype of Shiva. And one of the pleasures of meditation is entering into the different mythologies and getting a taste of a particular cultural experience of meditation. Who is this mysterious Shiva? In Hinduism and in Shaivism, Lord Shiva is the archetype representing the ultimate reality. He is called the Great One. He is the great void, the great potential out of which all forms arise. He is both time and eternity. He is sometimes called Kala, the Black One, or time. He is also called Mahakala, the Great Time, or eternity. In the statue of Shiva as Nataraj, that's the one across the room there, Shiva's face is totally still and absorbed in the Absolute, while his body is totally active and moving, engrossed in the dance of time. We experience the paradox of the opposites of both stillness and movement in Shiva. The dance of Shiva represents all the powers of being. As Shiva dances in time, he holds a drum in one hand, representing creation. The drum reveals sound and the power of revelation, speech, and divine truth. Sound is associated with the first 5 elements of ether. Out of it unfold all the other elements of the universe. In another hand, Shiva holds fire, representing the power of destruction. Still another hand holds the Abhaya Mudra. The fingers are extended in front of the heart in the gesture of protection and fearlessness. This represents sustenance, the sustenance of being, us maintaining being in the world. 1 foot of Shiva, the Shiva statue, is stepping on the demon of forgetfulness. And that demon of forgetfulness obscures our understanding of our nature. And finally, another foot raised in the air and pointing downward represents our ability to bestow grace on ourselves. These 5 functions are the power of Shiva as he dances in time, and are also the powers of each human being. For Shiva is not different than us. One of the practices invoked by this representation of Shiva is the Shambhavi Mudra. We see Shiva both absorbed in the inner stillness and in the dance of time. Shiva's gaze is represented by one eye in on stillness and one eye extended into the activity of life. This gaze is called Shambhavi Mudra. When the gaze of Shiva, or Shambhavi Mudra, is practiced by us, the meditators, in everyday life, one does not close the senses, but withdraws one's attention from the senses and focuses on awareness during our activities of daily life. By focusing on the energy, or prana, one can enter Shambhavi Mudra, and one can become fixed in Shambhavi Mudra by fixing one's prana on a particular energy center. For example, one can focus one's energy in the inner heart, or on the tip of the nose, or in the space in front of the nose. So that would be 12 fingers distance from the front of the nose. Another method would be to pull one's mind into the body, into the inner heart. Shiva is also known as Sri Nilakanta, the blue-throated god. Once the demons and gods were having a war. The gods were losing, so they went to Lord Brahma, the creator, for help. He suggested that instead of fighting the demons, that the gods and demons work on a cooperative project. He suggested churning the ocean of milk in order to obtain soma, the nectar of immortality. So since both the gods and demons wanted immortality, they agreed to work together. And as they pushed forward in the project, they got some good benefits. But also as they churned, a horrible poison began to surface in the ocean of milk. Terrible fumes and millions of snakes appeared, spewing more and more venom into the ocean. The ocean turned black, and then the terrible fumes began to asphyxiate everyone, kind of the way it is now. At this point, Lord Shiva appeared and dipped down into the ocean, absorbing in his throat the entire mass of burning poison. As the myth goes, he holds the poison in his throat and purifies it through mantra. The poison stains his throat and turns it into a dark blue color. So he eats our poison through mantra repetition. Shivoham. 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 I am Shiva. The Shambhavi Mudra, which I mentioned just a few minutes ago, may also be practiced by fixing one's gaze or energy on the soft palate in the back of the mouth. Eyes can be opened or closed. This is considered a secret method of opening one's subtle perceptive powers. The soft palate is considered the womb of the Shakti. When one fixes their gaze on the palate, the Amrita of the crown chakra is said to be released, giving subtle perception. The mind is also easily calmed when focusing on the soft palate. One will feel contentment and deep relaxation. Sometimes Shiva is also represented by the Shiva Lingam. Once a very old man went to a Shiva temple and stretched out his feet resting in the temple. A Brahmin priest came into the temple and found the old man's feet resting on a Shiva Lingam. The priest became very angry and yelled at the old man to move his feet. A little later, he found the old man with his feet stretched out again, resting on a Shiva Lingam. He got really angry now and yelled at the old man and watched him as he moved his feet. Then every time and everywhere the man moved his feet, another Shiva Lingam would spring up under his feet. The priest was very perplexed as he watched the Shiva Lingam springing up every time the man moved his feet. The old man, seeing his consternation, said very gently, "There is no place and no one who is not Shiva." So Shaivism says that Shiva exists in everything and everyone. And all we have to do is recognize and practice this understanding. So as we invoke the mantra Shivoham, we'll become more grounded in that awareness of awareness. And as this happens, we'll be more able to recognize and dissolve our poisons as we hold the support of the awareness field. And as we become more grounded in the awareness of awareness, we will discover that Shiva in each of us. Swami Muktananda used to say over and over again, the mantra, the repeater of the mantra, and the deity are all the same. It's important to understand that if I see a difference between myself and the archetype, the experience probably won't come to me. So as I repeat the mantra Shivoham, Shivoham, I am Shiva, I am Shiva, then I'm projected into the energy of awareness. There is no separation between me and that great archetype. Shaivism calls this experience the abhasa, the flashing forth of Shiva, the timeless moment coming into time. I become the space between the thoughts. I am the great void. I am ultimately non-dual, non-sequential. I am pure. I am spacious. I am light. I am energetic. I am Shiva. as we've been cultivating the awareness for some time, we'll do that practice where we focus on family and friends that might be having some difficulty. And especially we'll focus on Lama Norla, whose health has been bad lately. And we'll extend that same light to our city, our country. And throughout the world. So I have one more chant to Shiva this morning.
Samhitameva Pratidina Bhajanamya Kurute Shiva Bhajanamya Kurute Shiva Sayujam Gacchati Parasayujam Gacchati Vakyaya Sudhute Om Hara 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 Mahadev Om Jaya Gangadhara Hara Shiva Jaya Vidyadisha Shiva Jaya Gauri Nata Mamam Paraya Nityam Mamam Paraya Shambho Vipaya Jagadisha Om Hara 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 Mahadev
So tonight, it said, if you say a Shiva mantra, become a Shiva mantra, you get it 1,000-fold benefit tonight. Do you have an announcement?
We'll have Dakini Day tomorrow.
There will be Dakini Day tomorrow. Anything else? No. So thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next week. And if you want to put the mantra on.